Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to examine yet another case law. The case that we are going to examine today is the case of Cambridge Health Authority that took place in 1995. Let us establish the context of the case. The case involved Cambridge Health Authority. Two, we have and parents of J.Mo Bowen. So this case took place in 1995. Why was this case taking place? The conduct of health authority was questionable. So the case took place to establish whether the conduct of health authority was fair or not. And also one of the main issues that the case involved was the use of discretion. Did the Cambridge Health Authority use its discretion wisely? Let us now unfold the details of the case. So, the parents of a child named Jamie Bowen claimed that she should receive chemotherapy and a second bone marrow transplant for their 10-year-old acute myeloid leukemia. Consultants at the hospital, Cambridge and Royal Marsden Hospital in London, thought that it would not succeed. Treatment in the United States would have been far too expensive. One doctor, Hammersmith, would have treated her for 75,000 euros. The doctors believed that it would be ineffective and inappropriate. So this case was taken to court, and here is the judgment. Law J held that doctors should have to do more than toll the bell of tight resources. They must explain the priorities that have led them to decline to fund the treatment. So the case was forwarded to the Court of Appeal, and here are the results. Sir Thomas held this same day the health authority had acted fairly and rationally, and intervention would be misguided. I have no doubt that in a perfect world, any treatment which a patient or the family of a patient sought would be provided if doctors were willing to give it, no matter how much it cost, particularly when a life was potentially at stake. It would, however, in my view, be shutting one's eyes to the real world if the court were to proceed on the basis that we do live in such a world. It is common knowledge that health authorities of all kinds are constantly pressed to make ends meet. They cannot pay their nurses as much as they would like. They cannot provide all treatments they would like. They cannot purchase all the extremely expensive medical equipment they would like. They cannot carry all the research they would like. They cannot build all hospitals and specialist units they would like. Difficult and agonizing judgments have to be made as to how a limited budget is best allocated to the maximum advantage of the maximum number of patients. That is not a judgment the court can make. In my judgment, it is not something that a health authority such as this authority can be fairly criticized for not advancing before the court. So what is the significance of this case? After the Court of Appeal judgment, Sun said the child was condemned by bank balance, and the Daily Mail said that the child was sentenced to death. An anonymous private doctor paid for the fees, but unfortunately the child died after a few months. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.